I am Thiago Aranha, one of the producers for Zombicide, and I'm here with Raphael Guiton, one of the designers. And we're here to talk about Washington ZC, which is a very special expansion for Zombicide's second edition. When we're talking about what to do with second edition, we knew we wanted to keep the core box as the traditional experience of Zombicide, very streamlined, very focused on action and all that. But we also knew that a lot of our fan base was craving for something a bit more, like more dive into Zombicide in a different way, like a meatier experience, a more complex experience. Like we see mods all the time on the internet, people adding new rules, adding new twists. So we thought now is the time to do something like that ourselves.
Yeah. So the expansion is a campaign. I think it's one of the best campaigns we've done till now. It's more story-based. Now you're not picking up tokens that we've told you beforehand is food or something to repair or whatever. Now you're actually picking up cards that have been placed on the tiles, and as you pick them up, it tells a story.
It's a big focus on the story and not just the action.
Yeah.
And so you have those objective cards on the board, which you don't know what the content is, and so you are uncovering more of a story. And some cards may give you a choice, right, of what to do when the players decide. And there's something about the achievements you can unlock during a campaign, right? Because when you do something, when you achieve something, that's recorded on your sheet.
Yep. And
then on a future scenario,
it may influence what happens next. As you meet people, as you save people, as you maybe because of a huge horde of zombies you're pushed to in one direction, you're just trying to survive. So the elements and the cards you're picking up and the scenario as it goes is pushing you in some direction. Sometimes you have a choice, sometimes you don't. And it just pushes you through the story like you're watching a movie, but you're actually acting in it. Your survivors start with a set of skills that you gain as you kill more zombies, but also in between, actually not in between scenarios, as you go, you're gaining experience, and that experience allows you to buy extra skills.
Special campaign skills.
Yeah, special campaign skills that you add to your blue skill.
And so as the campaign progresses, you begin each scenario on the 0 adrenaline track, but you already have some special campaign skills that you've acquired in previous scenarios.
Yes. With the experience you gain, either you buy a new skill, which I prefer, or you can also buy an action that you can use once per game. So you buy one action, but then when you've bought a second one, and a third one, and a fourth one, at some point in the game, you can do just crazy stuff because you've stacked all these actions on top of the ones you already have. Mm-hmm. And you can just go crazy.
Yeah, so you know, also those heroic moments, like, okay, this is the time where I need to go all out. I have my 2 extra actions that I've been saving. This is the time to make my heroic stand.
So this campaign has a whole new deck of weapons. A lot of the weapons are the same as the ones you're used to, but they have added little thingies on them, which means that they can be more powerful, but they can maybe break, and it also has a keep factor.
So there's always a chance you may lose the weapon from one side to the next, but
yes,
you can also keep it still. You never know what you're going to start with on the next.
Exactly. So these weapons, as I was saying, are the same, or most of them are the same as the other weapons. It's just that they have now an all-out factor, that's what we call it, and it allows you to throw more dice. But if you throw more dice, you enhance the chance of it jamming or breaking, or the zombie grips it or something. So it's you have to choose. Do I need all those dice to kill all those zombies?
Is this the moment where it all hinges on, or are you playing the long game? So
yeah, so now you have a dial with all the hours of the day, and the scenario states at what time you start. So if you start in the morning, then you've got all day. And then when night falls, then things change and it gets more dangerous.
Right. So every round you move up 1 hour on the clock.
Yep.
And then when night falls, I guess your eyesight becomes limited. Yeah. So ranged weapons are limited to, I think, just one zone away. And the zombies can't see far at all. So the
zombies can't see from far. You can actually hide. But the thing is, if you use a flashlight, because you can use the flashlight to see better or shoot further. They see you and they kind of go crazy. So it's dark out, it's more dangerous. You can find a flashlight or other objects that can help you, but you have to be careful because if zombies see you flashing that light, then they're going to go.
Like it's the one thing that they're going to go.
They're going to go crazy. Washington takes place around the White House. In the beginning, you're not in the White House because you've got no reason being around the White House. You're just trying to survive, helping people, finding gear to survive. And things gradually push you towards the White House. And the reason why you actually want to go there is because, well, when all this happened, when all this zombie outbreak came down, they wanted to protect the White House, so you've got a lot of military gear there. So now, in the campaign, you actually have two decks. You have the normal deck, where you find stuff, weapons, and gear, and then as you get to the White House, and where it's been defended by the military, you find a new deck. You have access to a new deck with different weapons. If you're lucky.
Or not.
Or not.
So yeah, of course, like there is a chance that you might run into like the president, and where that story might go, it's up to the players to find out.
Exactly. It all depends on. It may depend on what you do in the scenario before that.
And so, like, I think this expansion opens up a whole new line of things we can do with Zombicide.
Yes, there's a lot of things to, a lot of stories to tell.
So this was a little glimpse into the Zombicide ZC expansion coming to the Zombicide 2nd Edition Kickstarter. Check it out, hope you like what you see, and hope you back it.